Okay, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg, and this is Mangg Souls 2 Electric Boogaloo. And, yeah, so this is gonna be a pretty casual playthrough, I think. Nothing like, my thought line was for the Mangg Plays Dark Souls 2. I've beaten the game now, I have finished it, and so I'm far from really knowledgeable about the game, but I'm feeling much more comfortable about it. And, so we're going to be playing through here, you know, just relaxingly, nothing real hardcore. And, we're going to be doing a different build, another build that I have never done before, and that is the miracle build. So we're going to be using miracles. And the reason is, we're gonna skip all cutscenes. So, you know, I showed them before. If you really just want to watch them again, there you go. But the reason is, I was, you know, scoping through the GameFAQs forums as I tend to do for Dark Souls 2, reading info and stuff like that. And they were talking about how broken miracles were in this game. Like, just utterly broken. Like the Great Lightning Spear and the one you get from the Sun Keepers or whatever. You can just kill bosses in like 3 hits and it's so OP and all this. And I'm like, sign me up for that shit. You know, I gotta try this out. Because, you know, originally I was planning on doing a Mangg Souls with sorceries again, soul arrow and all that, but people were saying that sorceries suck in this game. Like, I heard it from multiple people that sorceries just do not do enough damage, and so you just kind of sit there and you plink away with your soul arrow and it just does not work. And I did not like that, because, you know, soul arrow was really lame, you know, in Dark Souls 1, but it did its damage, and the other spells, you know, you got homing soul mass and stuff like that, those, they did damage, but I was kind of disappointed by that. But if, you know, if Taco Bitch has to make the transfer over to faith, to some miracles, so be it. Yeah, she knows her own name. No doubt about that. Alright, so, class, let's see here. I think we're going to be going with Cleric, because that starts with the high faith. We need to pump our faith up to 50 at some point. So, it's going to be, we're going to be putting a lot of points into faith. Alright, so for the gift, I know a little bit more now than I did in my original playthrough. The life ring sucks. I mean, you get life rings for free anyways, so that's not worth it. Human effigy, okay, but it's just such a very minor thing to start with. Healing wares is nice, because you do get, you know, the Radiant Life Gem. You get an old Radiant Life Gem. That's a decent start. Homeward Bone. I didn't really feel the need to Homeward Bone that often in my playthrough. I used them occasionally, but I always had enough. And once you get the feather, it's just, they're useless. Seed of a Tree of Giants. I still don't know entirely what this has to do with anything. I believe it has something to do with being invaded. The Bonfire Ascetic. We could take that, although I never used it throughout my playthrough. I kind of like the Petrified Something because this could get you a sweet item right away. So I think we're going to grab it just for the fun of it. Alright, body, yes, switch over. Physique, no, she ain't ripped or anything. Well, alright. Yeah, petite. Alright. Not spend too much time on this nonsense, since it's usually covered by, helmet anyways. Sure. Alright. Yeah. if I ever sit there and spend too much time making my female avatar during a playthrough for any game, it kind of gets a little awkward. So I'll just move on. All right, I still get all this shit. Most of it is kind of useless. You're gonna move on from all that gear pretty quickly, no matter what. But I like the yellow quartz shield if you can start out with it. I think I can only use the leather shield. Oh no, I can use the wooden shield. That's a good one. We have the Archdrake robes. We can put this other stuff on. Okay. Alright, so we start with heal. We know how to heal. Excellent. And we get to use a mace that we have to two-hand because we're not strong enough. So lightning spear is what we want to get as soon as possible. We're going to be throwing them around like Gwyn. It's going to be badass. Yeah, we got to do this thing. I don't know why we have to do this, but we're going to do it. See if we can. I think really a huge problem with my original playthrough that I did was I picked Deprived. Like, that's just... That was not a smart move. I don't recommend that to anybody. There's just no real benefit to it. It's just like, make the game really damn hard. Although my crowning achievement was killing the White Knight as Deprived with the that hard covenant thing going. Alright, so these guys, you have to get them pretty much in this butt pattern. I think they just move a little too fast to circle strafe them, in my experience. Oh, shit. There we go. Better. Yeah, if you do this, it's kind of tedious, but they're not very difficult. Oh. As I get hit. Okay. And so from him, you get the stone ring, which is pretty damn useful throughout the game. It reduces enemy poise. Now, I'm not entirely certain, but I believe it was mentioned that poise works differently in this game. As in, I don't think it's as OP as it was. That could be correct, but I always found the stone ring to be pretty nice either way. Alright, there you get a small, smooth, and silky stone. And in my playthrough, I did not use that properly. I think I just, like, used it, and that's not what you're supposed to do. So I'll show you properly. We'll do a lot of things properly this time. Yeah, I was kind of planning on just firing the game up and playing, you know, this build on my own. But then I was like, you know what? We're just kind of chillaxing here. Why don't I just record it? We can go on this little journey together. No big deal. No pressure is going on. You guys like seeing this kind of stuff, and, you know, making videos is kind of what I do, so might as well. Yeah, for my actual playthrough, I went with a quality build. So I basically jacked up my health, my stamina, my strength, my dex, my adaptability, with a little bit into equip load or whatever, burden, whatever. And so my stats were kind of all over the place. I beat the game around 140 soul level, so I was pretty pumped up there. Yeah, most stuff was not a huge challenge to me. And I did go into New Game Plus, But I didn't really go anywhere with it because I like trying out different builds first. I was never a huge fan of New Game Plus because it seems like, okay, I just beat the game, you know. This character just beat the game. I've never been a huge fan of New Game Plus in any game. I always just tend to start over. But apparently there's a bunch of, like, it's not just, you know, here's the same stuff, it's just everything has more health and does more damage. Apparently they add stuff. So I'll have to check it out sometime. Alright, so the crows. Yes. So what you do is you take this small, smooth, and silky stone and you leave it. This is different, I think. You leave it on the ground and they're like, oh shit, yeah. And then you immediately pick up the item. And it's always random. The small, smooth, and silky no, the prism stone gives you the worst shit. A small, smooth, and silky stone is okay. The regular smooth and silky stone can get you good stuff. And the petrified something pretty much always gives you something good. The other ones could get you something damn good, but, you know, the chances are higher the better you get. And so we got a Titanite slab right there. So that's a nice thing to just start out with. I think that's better than any of the other stuff. Because you can get, on like my dual wield build that I tried out, I picked the petrified something, and I dropped it, you know, right up here, and I got the white ring, which is a really awesome ring. It makes you appear as like a phantom, you know, as white like a phantom. And so, no matter what, if you invade or whatever covenant or whatever you're doing, you look like a white phantom. And so you can really fake people out with it. And I guess, like, even if you put down like an invading sign or whatever, like a dual sign or something like that, it appears like a summon sign. And so people think they're just summoning help, and then they just get stabbed in the back. I think there's a video out there that people are linking around about somebody screwing with the rat covenant or something. So yeah, that's how you get the white ring. Oh, I have heal. Should I try it? Hold on. Oh, look at that. Cool. Bit of cast time, but that's an extra heal. But no, we're looking for the lightning spears. I'm gonna have to look up where you get them, how you get them, because I'm not knowledgeable, and I am perfectly fine with looking shit up for this playthrough. I don't have any morals in place or rules or any shit like that. Now, we do not have to go through here. I mean, we don't have to do all these little side areas, but I like to. I like to do all that. You know, it's like the tutorial. We can handle ourselves as a cleric, though. You start pretty capable. Decent health. Killing these dudes with the mace. Alright, so the big fat guys we are going to take care of. Oh, I was supposed to do this. There we go. It's not square. Alright. We are going to deal with the big fat guys, but we're going to do the ledge thing that I did my first way around. I just feel safer doing that. I'm not sure if I can handle these two normally. Setting them both up for the butt slam seems kind of tricky. I like this cloak you start out with. That's cool. So the trick is you got to keep them right on your heels. We do have the UI on auto hide, thanks to a suggestion from Linus. You know, it doesn't. I mean, it's a pretty smart auto hide, so it's not. It won't bug you or anything. And when you need the information, it's gonna be there. Nope, I fell. Alright. I got kind of lucky on my first playthrough when I did it. They were cooperating very much. I don't know how much time I'll spend actually doing that. It's not essential. It's 2k XP and the gender change. I would still say the load times are probably the worst part about this. You know, if you're really good at the game, it doesn't matter that much. But if you're dying a lot, you're stuck on like a boss or something, and you just have to keep running back and all the load and all that. It's, yeah, kind of a pain in the ass. People were complaining the fact that you have to go back to Majula every time you want to level up. You know, why should I have to do that? Why can't you just level up at the bonfire? And I tend to agree. You know, they want Majula to be the hub, you know, like Demon Souls had that main hub that you went back to all the time, and that's where you did your leveling up, that's where you did all your shopping, everything was at you know, the, whatever the hell the name of that place was. I don't even remember. You don't belong here, what are you doing? Oh, he's coming far out, man. Oh. 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 Watch out. Watch out, dude. Oh, he got me. I'm dead. Yeah, I've never not had that be an insta-kill. Alright, I think we'll just forget about that. It's not worth my time. Yeah, so the going back to Majula all the time, it's not, I mean, it's not something I was like, oh god, I have to go back to Majula to level up, but it does feel unnecessary overall. Partly because of the loading times, you know. So, if you just want to go back, spend your souls to level up, and then come back and keep going, you know, you have to travel to Majula, go through that loading screen, and get out of the bonfire, talk to her. There's usually some lag involved there. Go through her little dialogue bit. Spend your souls, level up, get out of the dialogue, go back to the bonfire, level up, or travel back, do the loading screen, and then you're back. And it's just, it feels like it's just an unnecessary step, but you know, I do like Majula. It's a cool place to just go there, and you always feel safe in Majula. Alright, so I think I could be wrong, but I think you learn Lightning Spear from the chick at Hade Tower after the Dragon Slayer or whatever, Dragon Rider. So maybe we can just go there immediately. Okay, what am I? Okay, 12 strength. Okay, I can put 1 point into strength so I can one-hand this. I would feel better about that. Alright. We're doing things unorthodox. We still have no idea really about adaptability. I don't think anyone has concrete proof of what it does. I leveled it up like number for number with my vitality. And I can't say if it helped me or not. You know, if you look at all that it does, it increases like your resistances, it increases your agility, which is a very strange stat. It increases your natural poise, but then, you know, poise is not the same as it used to be. What agility does, apparently, is that it lets you... It lets you use items faster. Not tremendously faster, but supposedly faster. And it lets you supposedly have some more invincibility frames in your rolls. But again, how the hell do you find that out for sure? So... it basically boosts a lot of stuff slightly. I don't know. I put points into it because I figured why not, but I guess we're just going to need some more info on it. This guy's going to be... Taco Bitch is going to be focused pretty clearly on faith for a while. The layout of this game is definitely... It's definitely somewhere between Dark Souls and Demon Souls. You know, because Majula is... Majula feels much more like a hub than Firelink Shrine did. And... hold on, let me fight this guy. The problem with, well, Dark Souls 1, everything felt very connected, you know? Like, it's not seamless, you know? Like, it just all kind of made sense with one area connected to the next. You know, Anne Orlando, you were in Anne Orlando, you saw Seath's, you know, the Duke's Library up there, and then you walked up there, and you were there, and, you know, stuff like that. This game... it feels like you go through, like, a tunnel, and then you're just in a completely different locale. And it's like, oh, well, I'm in Hade's Tower, you know? Like, I just went through a little tunnel. And somewhere over there is Majula? Like, I guess up there, is that Majula? I don't know. Like, it didn't seem like it was that long of a tunnel. But boom, we're in this crazy area now. I don't know. It's not a huge complaint. I don't really mind that much, but it is something to note. No, wrong thing, wrong! The other thing that I commented on when I first played was the fact that you could teleport to any bonfire immediately. And I wondered how that would actually end up being. I like it. It's... I guess, you know, that's more like Demon Souls than it is like Dark Souls. But I never feel like when you're down in Blighttown, you know, it's like, oh god, you know, I'm in Blighttown. I have to, like, get out of here, you know. But in this game, there's, you know, I won't spoil much, but there's deep, dark areas like that. And when you're down there and you get to a bonfire, it's like, oh, I can just go back to Majula, no big deal, you know, level up, repair my shit, whatever I have to do, you know. It's not a huge deal. You don't feel very scared, I guess. So it takes away some of that feeling. Shit. So it's convenient, but I think they lose some of the feel of the Souls games with it. You know, even like Demon Souls. Nah, I don't know. Demon Souls, like I said, it's closer to Demon Souls, but even in Demon Souls, when you were in an area, you were pretty much in there. I'm not handling this how I wanted to do it. See, is why I need Lightning Spear. Okay. And I am not feeling too confident with this character right now, so we're gonna raise the little extensions. What was I think I was talking about something and I fell off the conversation. Oh, I was talking about my quality build, right. Yeah, so after I beat the game with the quality build, you know, I was just using like a broadsword plus 10, all, you know, that kind of stuff. It was a pretty basic, cheesy build. And then I started a new game and I was like, oh man, I want to play a dual-wielding badass. You know, he's just gonna rush in and slice and dice everything up. I was feeling so badass. So I made it, and I just died all over the place because I remembered I have no ability in dodging at all. So, yeah, that didn't go too great. And so then I started like a strength build. Like he's gonna wield some big ass hammer and he's gonna be awesome. Like a big shield, all that kind of stuff. And so I started that. I showed that a bit off on the stream. I was using just like a club, like a regular club, which has A scaling and strength. And you just do monster damage with that. I got my strength up to like 30, so I was doing monster damage with it. And then I found the large club, which is a big, big club. And I was using that. But it just feels so slow, you know? But I was like, oh, I'm kicking ass with this regular club. I should really just use that. But how is that really different than what I already beat the game with? You know, it's not very strange. It just does more damage. So I don't know. I'm going to probably try and go through a little bit with that, with the large club, see if I can be unique. But, you know, the basic shield one-handed weapon works very well for a reason. You know, it's just... how it is. I like having the comfort of a shield. I'm not good at dodging. I think a lot of people that play Souls games are not amazing at dodging. I think a lot of people depend on the shield. Some people are amazing dodgers. They can do it all day, every day, dodge every attack in the game, but I'm not one of them. That was shit. It's terrible. I didn't put my Estus on my equipment, so that's no good. Luckily the shield isn't terrible. This guy's pretty much a joke. No matter what build you're using, this guy's pretty easy. He's more difficult if you don't raise the outside platforms, because you can just fall down, die. But we're just... you know, we're doing this the easy way. We're not sweating this too much. This is the casual playthrough with Lightning Spear. So, I ain't trying to be no try-hard or anything like that. I'm just killing shit. Oh, God. Oh, God. There you go. Easy peasy. Lemon squeeze. And we go up here. We can light this.
My eye.
And so she sells a Sacred Chime, which we already have. She sells the Ring of Prayer, which increases your faith by 5. And we'll probably get that at some point, just not right now. And she sells a bunch of miracles. So, heal we have. Medium heal. Superior spell to heal, straight up. You can only use it 2 times instead of 3, but it restores more health. So, Greater Heal Excerpt. Greatly restores HP. Same as Great Heal, but has limited uses. So, this can only be used once. Replenishment gradually restores HP, so this is the Life Gem version. Resplendent Life slowly restores a large amount of HP. Caressing Prayer purifies the body, removing all poison, affects both the caster and nearby allies. Force releases a shockwave that staggers foes. Does not do them any damage, though. Lightning Spear, 22 faith required. So this is what we are going to buy here. Homeward is, Homeward Bone. And Guidance reveals more messages from other worlds. Very interesting. I'm not sure how many people would really use that, but yeah. So we're going to grab Lightning Spear, definitely. I don't think I need Homeward. We're going to grab Force because it could be funny. And I think that's all we really need for right now.
May the path offer you.
Oh, I should exhaust her dialogue.
Do it.
Alright, so we gotta spend a bunch of points boosting our faith
up.
We'll probably spend the
to a place I could.
Yeah, I'm sorry, yeah. Okay. We'll probably spend the Dragon Rider's soul to do it. Gotta get that faith up, man. Now, there is items. Okay, yeah, first of all, there's Amber Herbs now, and there's other kind of herbs that you can get that restore spell uses. I don't think that existed in Dark Souls. I think I would have come across it. So that's really cool, because you can just stack up on that. And you just have, like, unlimited lightning spears. So I think that's awesome. There's also items that let you lower the faith requirement of spells. And so I think we'll be saving that up for one spell in particular. Alright, level up. Faith. Alright, got to 18 on our own. Let's see. We are going to use the Sublime Bone Dust. I don't know if we're going to be able to get it. Maybe. It depends how many this gives us. 6k? That might do it. I think it will.
Seek lest this
Look. Yep, 22. And okay. So this is attunement. Boosts spellcasting speed as well. So we definitely want to put a lot of points into that. Because we only have one slot for spells. So you can imagine what spell is going to go in that slot. But yeah, we definitely want to get that up. So we're first going to burn the Sublime Bone Dust. Okay, attune spells. Lightning Spear. Alright, so we only get 10 uses, but we're gonna go. Yeah, we're gonna go here, fight this guy, and see how much damage it does. See how much it wrecks face. So I hear. I mean, that was a healthy investment into faith just to use this. So. And once again, I've never done a miracle build, so this is all crazy new shit. Alrighty, lightning spear. Well, it looks cool as hell. No doubt about it. Alright. 3 hits for one of these guys. Not terrible. You know, we're going to boost it up. We're going to boost it up, so it's going to get better. But, alright, that's going to wrap up this first video. Hopefully this is going to go much better than my actual playthrough. I'm feeling pretty confident. I know what I'm doing a little bit more now, and we got a cool cloak. It's Taco Bitch. Taco Bitch can't fail, so good stuff. Alright, so my name is Mangg. This has been Mangg Souls 2 Electric Boogaloo, and I'll see you in the next episode.